on his hip, and I got to throw him forward into this position. He does a good job of trying to sit across the body. If he can sit across the body and use a right-handed elbow cutback, he's going to end up on top of me. So as he goes to throw himself across the body and goes for that cutback, I immediately come up. So the cutback is hard. And now from here, I use that to drive my knee across to his far hip. As I go to drive my knee across to his far hip, he tries to resist by coming forward towards me. And as he goes to come forward towards me, I use that forward momentum to slide around so that he falls into my lap. Then as he falls into my lap, he tries to go for a second inversion. And again, just keeping the hips between the knees. And that's what allows me to start winning this exchange. So everything you see here, everything is happening at the lower body from this position. I have the 2-on-1 on that leg. I'm looking to get my left knee outside of his left hip. Okay. He hides the left hip by putting his back on the floor, so I shoot him forward, and now I try to open up my left leg to throw him between my hips. He does a good job of opening his left leg, so I can't get my knee outside of his hip. So instead of my left knee going outside of his hip, I drive my right knee across to his hip. So now, as he goes to start coming forward towards me, I can slide my left knee behind him, looking to get my left knee outside of his hip. But as I try to get my left knee outside of his hip, now he goes into an inversion. So I follow him with the inversion, and then I put his knees between my hips and win the exchange. See, as he goes to come up, I have my right leg open. You can't really see from here, but my right leg is open. He goes to start rolling into my right leg. I leg pummel, make it hard. He comes back to the over back grip because he's being a good sport. Then I form that 2-on-1 leg ride. I got a push on the knee, so you see that was slick. So you see from here, my right knee is out of position. I'm not in a half guard from here. I'm kind of like on the wrong side in this position. So you see, we end up in this kind of strange position where he tries to go for a cross body ride from here, but I hop across. Now, from here, you see what I did to him was I came across and I shot my, if I was him, in the last exchange, I shot my knee across to the far hip. As he went to go come back into me, I used that to heist. If I was Dominic, I would use it to heist my right leg up and then take the back leg I did where I followed that like ending Granby and put the hips back between the knees. So I know that the potential for him to get his left knee behind my hips and start chasing my left hip with his left knee is pretty high from here. So instead of playing a pull push game where I allow him to start pushing into me, then when I push back, he goes into a heist and slides the knee behind. Instead, I elect to go into an elbow cutback. So it completely kills that whole game, and I end up with a body lock and chest to chest half guard. So there's a clear difference where I did something to him, he tried to do it to me, and I countered it with a different move, which was an elbow cutback, which is why the elbow cutback is so important. See, lifting that leg. He tries to extend. into that butterfly hook. From here, I go into the elbow cutback. As he extends, I use that overextension to go to the elbow cutback. And win the exchange. And that is the round with Mr. Dominic. All right, round 4 with Fernando from side control. He tries to heist, controlling those hips. Building height. Again, controlling that knee. See how there's resistance? So I'm like stopping him from getting on top of me. And then I use his forward momentum towards me to switch directions and force him to backstep. So now from here, I can slide my right knee behind, and now I'm on the attack. See from here, trying to play around with my leg a little bit. So what I do is I'm just like, yeah, okay, don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to pummel my leg to a position of relative safety. Now he tries to start exploding towards me, but he can't go too fast because his right hip is pinned by my left knee. So when he goes to start spinning, it gives me time to start reaching back and putting an underhook in place. And now I can start building height with that and coming up into a situation where we defend the position. As long as you have the confidence that you can stay outside the hip, wherever he chooses to go from here, it's going to be hard to start beating you in this position. Like, you see my left knee, or my right knee rather, is glued outside his leg. So anytime he falls, we have our crotch lock, and we're on the attack. And then right into mount. So he's trying to come towards me, and then I just was allowing him to start turning towards me, and then I misdirected and stepped right into mount, and he wasn't ready for it. Okay, so see here, he tries to jump over, and as he goes to jump over, I just open my knee so that now my right knee can start to come up and either dominate his hip, or if he pushes towards me, which he just did, my left knee slides behind him. Now he tried to elbow cut back, and as he tried to elbow cut back, I didn't want him ending up with an elbow cut back on top of me. So as he went to go elbow cut back from here, I just drove him across and put him on his far hip. So now even if he does elbow cut back, he's in 3/4 mount instead of on top of me in some kind of a half guard position. They're just playing this dilemma game between push, pull to either bridge him back down or scoop behind him. So it's a hard game to beat. You see, there's so much focus. Everyone focuses on the upper body grips. There's so much focus on the lower body leg position. So everybody misses. And building height, hips between the knees, and we can follow. And he kind of just gave up the overback. So that was the fourth and final round, miss of Fernando. So you see, everything we went over in instructional is pretty much right here. Obviously, we're rolling relatively light, but the guys tried like the full scope of everything. They tried to come up and start overwrapping the leg, tried to grab the foot, tried to go into different exchanges. But if you just start focusing on starting to step over your partner's legs, leg ride, and get their hips between your knees and dominate their hips with your knees, it's a pretty easy game to start avoiding. But these are like the real reactions that you're going to give against high level players, whereas the things that people are showing now are just like things that just like wouldn't work at all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed.